Hi everyone, James Whittemore here, Wellingborough Golf Club, and what we're going to talk today is about how to improve our putting. Now the main objectives, what I want to get across are to do the simple things better. How do we line the ball up? What's my specific target? Am I comfortable in how I hold the grip? Am I comfortable in how I'm making my stroke? Do I have an idea of speed? All of these simple things that we can do better, I'm going to give us some clear, simple processes that will help you achieve a more consistent level of putting. Okay, let's get stuck into this video and let's see what we can do. Okay, so first things first, grip. How do I hold the putter, and also my grip pressure, and how tight am I holding the putter as well. So it does differ from if I'm holding a club when I'm hitting a full shot, as opposed to, like I say, when I am putting. The major difference is when I take my putter grip, I am mainly trying to hold the putter through my palm here. You know, the grip is not going through my finger lines, it's just going in my palms. So as I kind of take my putting grip itself, I've got my top hand on, got my lead hand that goes on, just slot that in my palm there, in my lifeline, and then trail arm goes underneath, my thumbs go down the grip, and this is the putter grip that I have. There's numerous different types of grips we can hold the putter. I'm not going to go into that today, but that would be just the main objective. What I would say is when you do grip the putter, whichever style you have, I would just say make sure you get it in your palms, not your fingers, because straight away if I hold it in my fingers, instantly I've got a feeling like I'm going to hit a full shot, and I feel like my hands are quite active, whereas if I just pop it kind of in my palms there, straight away I feel like they're just coming together, and it will make it a lot easier for me to make a consistent stroke. Next one is grip pressure. So we've got how we're going to hold it. We understand all the difference of grips. Now the next one is tightness. If I was to say an easy one on a scale of 1 to 10, someone says to me, how hard are you holding that putter grip? I would probably say around a 4/5. I want it to be a case of that I'm not strangling the putter head, because if I strangle the putter head, it's going to tighten up all my other body parts. It's going to make me very stiff and rigid, and speed can change quite drastically. At the same time, I don't want it to a 1 or a 2, that as I make contact with the ball, the putter head's going to move around. So I just kind of want to be somewhere middle of the way. So a good way to indicate that, if you're not sure and you're with a buddy, or you're with your coach or whoever it is, pop the putter head out in front of you, get them to move the blade. So what I mean is, imagine I'm there, I'm just going to try and twist it slightly. If it can move but you can keep hold of the grip, great. If someone tries to turn it and you like that and they can't move the head at all, then obviously you're strangling it. And also on the other side of the coin, if they go to move it and it just moves out your hands, you're too light. So somewhere in the happy medium, I would say, would be a perfect kind of grip pressure for you. Okay, basic setup. All I need to do when I take my setup is, if I relate it to hitting a full shot, when I'm over the ball, I'll be like this sort of thing. You know, I'll be flexed from my hips, I'll be a bit more stable on my sort of balls of my feet, weights kind of evenly split. I've got the shaft kind of laying down a little bit, hands are carried a bit lower, ready to hit my shot. Now we know putter doesn't sit like that. Putter will sit very upright, depending on the putter you have, in the way it's lying. But generally speaking, putters sit a lot more upright. So I want to try and get my eye line over the ball. So how do I do that? What I'm going to do, I'm going to get myself set in. I've probably crept a little bit closer. Now what I'm really going to do, I'm going to tip forward from my hips. So now as you'll see, my eye line just comes straight down over the ball here. Get myself in a position where, like I say, I'm probably quite bent over. Try and get yourself here, because now I feel like when I'm over the ball and I'm over the putt, I can control this kind of with my bigger muscles. You know, I can get a sort of a pendulum going, a bit of a rocking motion. I never want to be kind of back here, because then I'm very much relying on my sort of hands and arms. It becomes quite wristy. Small muscle groups can kind of move everywhere. Whereas this way, boom, bit more over the ball. I've got a lot more control. Feel like I'm in a much better position now. I'm there, boom. Okay. So basic techniques. Again, I'm not going to go into a mass amount of technical thoughts here. I'm really just going to kind of, like I say, go over some basics, and hopefully it can help you with the tempo and just one little simple drill that works with anyone. So tempo. When I'm over the putter, I've got myself in the sort of correct setup and grip and all the rest of it, making a couple of practice swings. I would always be of the opinion that if you've got a short stroke, kind of like a pop stroke, or it's kind of like one paced in regards to it's a bit more of a flowing, longer putting stroke, whatever it is to you, that's fine. Just try and keep it consistent. So when I'm having my practice strokes on my length of putt, whether it's 16 foot, 6 foot, or 60 foot, I'm going to, whatever I'm doing in my rehearsal, I'm going to do over the ball. So me personally, I feel like I putt best when I've got a nice smooth rhythm. So I'm not one that will kind of get it going short back and through, which is fine if that's you. But me personally, I'm a bit more boom, boom, smooth acceleration, just trying to get some rhythm here on that sort of stroke. I would have a couple of practice strokes there, move myself in, and really just try and replicate what I've just done in my rehearsal. And I feel like that's going to give me the best chance of executing the putt I want. Second part to that is control the controllables. Me, the putter, the ball. That's what I'm in control of. I can pick my line. As soon as I hit that ball, I can't control anything else. So what am I leading on to? This thing, my head. Try not to go looking for it, and it's not just your head that moves, it's your whole body. And I'll go back to that control the controllables. Pick your line, be decisive. If you feel like it's going to break 5 feet left to right and you want to start it 5 feet left to right, start it 5 feet left to right. Don't then change your mind halfway through your stroke, because we all do that. But go with that initial gut feeling and trust it. If it's wrong, it's wrong. That's all you're in control of. I say this a lot when I do coach putting. Just control the controllables. So when we're over the ball, I've chose my line, I've got myself ready to go, I'm doing my rehearsals. Again, I'm going to kind of have one last look at the hole, whatever my target is. I'm going to get myself in. I've just done my rehearsal. Boom, boom. I'm not going to waver off what I've just done there in my head, only until the ball maybe is a couple of feet on its way. Then I'll have a look. It's a classic easier said than done scenario when we've got these, 4, 5, 6 footers. It's very easy to have a peek, get carried away. God, I've done it numerous times. Just watched the golf recently, like Sergio Garcia on I think it was day 2 or day 3, he missed a putt from like that, and he's one of the best players in the world. He's won a major championship. So, if he can do it, we can do it. But, we've got to tell ourselves, trust it, control it, trust. Trust is the key word. That's what I'm doing. I've chose my line. I can't affect anything else once that ball's gone. So stick to the plan and execute it. Lining up your ball. Now again, this is very much subjected to how you like to do things, but what I would say is, again, just whatever you decide to do, trust it. So what I'm saying is, you see a lot of people, they will get their whatever golf ball they're using. Some people will draw a line sort of across the ball here, and then will match up the line on their golf ball to the intended target line. Again, I've got no problem with that. Just trust it. I would just say, whatever that is, you pick that line. Don't then think, oh, that doesn't look right, I'll just hit it a bit to the right, because you're kind of defeating the object then. If you're going to draw the line on your ball, you've got to use that as a marker. So like I said, just trust it. The other ways, we can use the right. So take me, for example. I don't use any kind of line or anything. What I do, I just take the writing on the ball. So for instance, this one, TaylorMade 2, I will just pop it down so the writing is facing me. So I'll put it down on the floor on my target line, and I'll just have it there so when I put the putter behind the ball, I'm just looking at the TaylorMade sign. It is roughly towards my intended target, but for me it's a distraction. If I put a line down, it just distracts me from what I'm trying to achieve, because then I start second guessing myself online. Again, preferential. Some people really enjoy that, and I've played with loads of people that use the line and they putt superbly. So again, it's all down to you, but that's just one way of doing it. Just make sure whatever it is that you decide, you stick to it. Okay guys, there you go. That's just giving you some nice clear instruction there on just some fundamentals that we need to always address when we are putting, regardless of the distance, regardless of the shape of putt we have in front of us. If you follow them simple tips, I can guarantee that you will putt better. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. If you like what you see, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and there'll be more videos to come soon. Thanks a lot.